YouTube, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Road to the Knockout cards. We're also going to look at what I have invested all of my coins into, and we are going to be taking a peek at leaks. There's a lot of information that has been leaked for the new promo on Friday, but before we get into all of that, we got to talk about content today on Monday. If you want to have millions of coins in eafc like me, go to u7buy.com for cheap, fast, and reliable coins. Make sure you use code TEDDY at checkout to get 6% off your order. Link is in the description down below. Content today on Monday was a bit of a surprise. We got probably the best Monday content drop we've had in a minute. We got a lot of stuff, so let's start off with the player pick. We got a 75 plus player pick, first player pick of the year. It's a 1 of 2. I only opened one of these. I haven't heard anyone going crazy about them, but you know, it's a player pick, first player pick. We all love player picks more than we like packs, so nice from EA. It's 8 gold players. It's not a full squad, so that's also nice. And it does also help with the unassigned glitch. If you want to do the unassigned glitch, there's no position modifier SBC this year. That's every single day. So we have a player pick now. If you do have something you want to go unassigned on, there you go. At the moment, I'm not too sure how many people are going unassigned. So player pick, there we go. Another SBC that we got is it's a player SBC. We got a new foundation. He's all the way back here. Hernani. Not too bad of a card. 5-star skills, 3-star weak foot. It's decent. I believe he's only an 84 overall squad with 185 minimum required. Not a terrible card there. And squad foundations came with that too, but we'll take a peek at that in a second. The SBCs that were more exciting today was the Trailblazer Challenge. Gave a tradable jumbo premium gold pack. And I'm not sure how crazy solution trading was with this, but I'm sure there were some people making coins solution trading. And then the other SBC we got, which was a big surprise. Not many people expected this. There were leaks of it before content dropped, but then people were saying, oh, it's going to come out tomorrow on Tuesday, and then it dropped today on Monday. Champions League marquee matchups on Monday is a bit of a surprise. It's usually Tuesday. Sometimes we've had it on a Wednesday. So a little surprising there. We get a rare mixed player pack when you complete it, and the 2 SBCs, small prime gold player pack and a prime electrum player pack. So is that small prime rare? No, just small prime gold. So solution trading with this, I didn't try it, but I'm assuming it was decent. I do know trading with it though was pretty solid. Some of the teams, I wasn't watching the players to see if they rose or not, but I was just looking at just trading wise, like, okay, we have an SBC that's Newcastle, Borussia Dortmund. They're either going to go Premier League team or a Bundesliga squad, and there's 3 center attacking mids in the formation. So Bundesliga center attacking mids went up in price, and Premier League center attacking mids went up in price. So just trading with that, I was waiting for that. I was like, why didn't that notification pop up? Cancer Mastered, tier 1 sub on Twitch. Guys, if you subscribe to my Twitch channel, you get access to my VIP trading Discord. You have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free every single month and join the VIP Discord for free. So something like this, Premier League center attacking mids, Bundesliga center attacking mids, were really solid to trade with. We did the same thing with this squad as well. Left wing, left mid, right wing, right mid from the Serie A were also really solid to trade with. So that was today. Pretty decent for trading. And this SBC, the marquee matchups, UEFA marquee matchups, and the Trailblazer Challenge with the tradable packs brought the market down, and we were able to trade with that. That supply allowed us to get on bids. That supply allowed us to buy cards that dipped in price, and there were a lot of cards that dipped. We'll get into that in a second, because before we look at that, we got to see these squad foundations. So we're going to go to, I think it's on this one. Yeah, Liga Portugal. So I haven't even looked at these cards. I heard people saying they were decent. Center mid, Zalazar, he doesn't look terrible. It almost reminds me of the Uribe of, was that last year? May have been last year. Doesn't look like a terrible card. Someone said the right back looked really good. I guess slap a shadow on him. He could be decent. He's very close to Hullet Gang. He's actually really close to Hullet Gang, so I can see that. And he can play center back. Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's easily the best squad foundation we've had so far. Now, let's get into the market and talk about what happened. What did we invest our coins into? So I told you guys Sunday is the market low. It is a great time to be buying cards on the market. You should have spent all of your coins. All of your coins should have been spent, and that is what I did. I bought a bunch of cards. I bought a lot of cases. I only spent, I think, like 200, maybe 250K on Chiesa, definitely about, maybe more than that, probably like 300K on Chiesa. 1, 2, 3. Did I spend like 400K? I spent way too much on Chiesa. I probably spent around 400,000 coins on Chiesa. And of course, I don't even like him that much. But I bought Chiesa's for like 9.5. I realized Berardi had a Team of the Week card after I bought a bunch of them. And I was like, ooh, that might hurt him a little bit. I bought Rodman's for about 22, 23, 23.5. I got Diaby's for 22, 22.5. And that was on Sunday. But then they dipped again today. So let's go take a peek at the market. You can see this dip. Here we go. I'll pull up Footbin just so you can see the market index. So if you joined the stream today, what we did was we were holding our cards that we invested in, but then they dropped that content. You can see right here, content dropped. We had all that tradable supply, which we were not expecting. Content dropped. The market dropped, and we bought that dip. So you take a peek around the market. Someone like, I'll just look them up. It's easier this way. Someone like Rodman, for example. Rodman was 26K before content almost. She dropped all the way down. She was lower than this. She was, I think she was like 23.5 at one point, and we were just sniping her for 23, 23.25, 23.5. I got a bunch of her, and she's back up at 25K. I would expect her to continue to rise. Lower budget cards as well. With that supply, guys, whenever there's supply on the market, getting on bids is really easy. Kimpembe was down at 6K. His bids were below 6K. Before content, he was 7K. You can see right here, before content, dude was chilling at 7,000 coins, dropped all the way down to 6K. Easy picking him up below 6,000 coins on bid. The lower budget cards, whenever there's supply, it's a lot easier to bid on the lower budget cards because there's more supply on them. There's more of them that pop up. Someone like Dunn, I was getting on bid for 2.2, I think 2.4. And you can see she was 3.5 before content, dropped all the way down to 3K, and the bids were really easy. So if you hopped on bids, the lower budget cards were really easy to pick up today. A lot of deals. I tried bids and I did get some deals. You'll actually see, I'll show you on my transfer targets. I was getting good deals on bids, but then as soon as I started to bid on a card, I had like 700 people in the stream that were like, oh, he's bidding on this card, I'm gonna bid on them. So you see here, done 2.5, 2.1, 2.4, 2.9, and then I had to start, you can see I had to start bidding 3K. So kind of tough. We have Kimpembe 5.7, 6K, 4.4, 6K, and a few more duns right there. So bids on the lower budget cards, whenever there's supply, definitely go for that. Now, we bought that dip. If you were in the stream, we bought a bunch of cards. Diaby was down at 22. He is back up. I was buying a bunch for 22.5. I think he's 24. He's 24.5 now. So we made a lot of coins. If you were in the stream today, great time to be buying. And when are we selling these cards? Question is, when do we sell them? So you have a few options. You can sell Tuesday night or Wednesday before content drop. Those are kind of two options you have. I'm probably going to sell Wednesday before content drop. I'm just lazy listing these cards right now. I bought a bunch of Tonali's as well. Should mention this one. Got a bunch of him for about 51,000 coins around there. I bought a lot of cards. Saliba's for 30K. If you watched last night's video, you saw that. I'm selling these cards. I'm probably going to do it Wednesday morning before content drop. And I do want to say you could hold them until Friday. You could hold them until Friday before content drop, because what are people doing? Before content drop on Friday, they're playing foot champs. They are building their teams for foot champs. So the market does tend to rise Friday before content drop. Now, it does depend. As soon as content drops, the market does crash. So you need to sell probably a couple hours before content drop. But I do want to say it might be solid this week holding into Friday before content drop, because of the fact that there's a new promo, the Centurion promo. We're going to get into the leaks in a little bit, but the leaks look crazy. And because the leaks are crazy, what are people going to do on Thursday? Probably not open their rival reward packs and probably not open their marquee matchup SBCs packs that they complete. So with little pack supply, but you have all that demand of people trying to make their team for foot champs, trying to get their games done quick and early, you're going to have the market rise a decent amount Friday morning. So that is something we could potentially be doing, holding till Friday. But like I said, I think I'm going to sell Wednesday morning before content drop, and then Thursday right before rival rewards, we do sometimes see a little bit of panic. I might buy that dip and then sell Friday before content drop. So that's how I think I'm going to do it. If you have your team, holding till Friday morning is not a terrible move, but the safe play is to sell before content drop on Wednesday. That's probably what I will be doing. So that is that with selling your investments, when to sell them. Another thing I want to mention, road to the knockouts. I already sold my road to the knockouts. I sold my Acuna to buy more gold meta cards. I sold my Modric to buy more gold meta cards. I'm making good coins there. I sold my Van Dijk. Guys, if you have any team of the week cards, team of the week, they're going back into packs. New team of the week on Wednesday. You want to sell your gold team of the week cards. I have Son. I bought for 88K. I think he's like 105. I'm going to sell him tomorrow on Tuesday. Don't forget to sell those cards because they go back in packs on Wednesday. I need to finish selling the rest of my road to the knockouts. And the one last card I have is DePaul. I bought him for 210. I have no idea how much he is. Let's take a peek. DePaul is going for 315, 317. So I'm making almost 100,000 coins on that DePaul. That is awesome. So, Teddy, why are you telling me to sell these road to the knockout cards? They're going to play their game. Atletico Madrid's going to win. Real Madrid's going to win, and Modric is going to get an upgrade. It doesn't matter. It's like this every single year, and people don't listen, and they'll be like, "But Teddy, they're going to win. I'm just going to risk it." No. Even if the player wins, if DePaul wins his game, he's 315,000 coins right now. He's still coming down in price even if he wins. There might be like a short period of time where if they score a goal and they take the lead, he goes up a little bit, but then they just go down in price. You can try to hold and see if you can squeeze as much profit out as you want, but the safe play is to just sell the card. Just sell the card before their game. You can sell now. Like I sold my Modric, I sold my Acuna. I'm probably selling this DePaul tonight. I don't even want to risk holding into tomorrow on Tuesday to sell before their game because potentially traders are all thinking the same thing and they're going to be selling. So I'm going to try to get I'm going to try to get out a little early, and I'm going to sell my DePaul tonight. I just still have some of these cards. Well, I still have the DePaul because I'm playing rivals. I'm trying to get the Div 1 and get my, is it 7 rival wins, I think? So I'm trying to do that. So road to the knockouts. Even if they win, it does not matter. The win is priced into the card. If you are expected to win your game, that is priced into the card already. They win, they drop in price. They draw, they drop in price. They lose, they drop even more in price. So just be very careful with your road to the knockouts. There's probably going to be like maybe one card that is an exception and they were not expected to win at all. They're an underdog and they actually ended up winning the game. So they do end up going up in price. And then there's going to be that kid in the comments that's like, Teddy, you told me to sell, man. What the heck? I don't even know who's an underdog in here. Whoever plays United. Is it Sevilla? Someone plays United. I don't remember what the groups are like. But if an underdog wins, yes, they could rise, but it's not even guaranteed. Like if we look at road to the knockout team 1, we had Machado won. The dude they beat Arsenal. Lens beat Arsenal, and the dude didn't even rise. He went up like 500 to 1,000 coins. So just be very careful with your road to the knockouts. I would just sell them, and then after their games, we can look to potentially buy back in if they crash too much. Another thing as well, if you're watching the games, and say Saka, Arsenal, they concede, or whoever it is, someone concedes and they're not winning their game and they get sold off and they drop in price a ton. You can watch their card, and if Arsenal comes back and ends up winning the game, you could actually buy that dip, he'll rebound, sell into that rebound, but make sure you get the card to sell because, like I said, even if the card wins, they go down in price. Just listen to me. If your friend has a road to the knockout, tell them to sell the card. It happens every single time. Pretty much every single time. There are a few exceptions sometimes where it doesn't happen, but it's literally, I'd say 95% of the time, they just crash. So sell your road to the knockouts. Fodder. I want to mention fodder. If you guys have 85s, I'd probably be selling them tomorrow on Tuesday. Why should you be selling your 85s tomorrow on Tuesday? The team of the week player pick expires tomorrow on Tuesday. It's the last time it refreshes. So sell your 85s. You look at last week, it was the same thing. Team of the week SBC that was refreshing every day required the 85. its last time refreshing was Tuesday. What was the peak for 85s last week? Let's go take a peek. You're going to see that it was Tuesday. So 85 overall cards. I'll pull up a Jack Grealish and we look at last week. When was the peak? Where are we at? Wednesday. Thing is with Wednesday, it's like the daily average. So you have the morning and sell them tomorrow on Tuesday. Maybe when, I don't know what happened on Wednesday. I would still sell tomorrow on Tuesday, no matter what. It's the last time it refreshes. Maybe something happens on Wednesday, but I would sell. 85 sell. Now, other fodder you could potentially look to be holding. Would I maybe be investing? I'm not too sure. You'd be kind of taking a bit of a gamble, but there's a lot of leaks for player SBCs coming. We'll get into it in a second, but there's like Trailblazer SBCs coming. There's Icon SBCs coming. So with that, potentially high-rated fodder could be something to think about. Now, it's like, do I buy high-rated fodder now or do I buy it on Friday with the new promo with all the pack supply? That's the decision you have to make, and it's kind of a tough one. That's up to you, though. I'm not going to make that decision for you. I don't even know what I'm doing at the moment. Safe play is usually to wait, but then if you wait, you know, they could be up in price and it could be too late. So that is that with fodder. 84s, by the way, are up in price. Maybe look to take profit on these before Friday comes around and everyone starts opening packs again. But that's something to remember, because if 84s are going to start rising, they could be a really good investment next time they come down to 1,100 coins. Now, we went over the market. When we're selling our cards, we talked about fodder. We talked about road to the knockouts. Let's talk about leaks. There's so many leaks. If you don't want to see leaks, click off the video or cry. Here's an interesting thing before we get into it. EA, I don't know if they're going to start doing this every week, but they kind of tweeted, they leaked what's coming out. So this week at Ultimate Team, we're getting League Goon Player of the Month. We're getting Squad Foundations. We got that today. SBCs are coming out. New objectives are coming out. We're getting an Icon Player SBC. XP objectives, brand new Team of the Week. We're getting another Trailblazer Player SBC and an Upgrade SBC. I'm assuming the Upgrade SBC was just the player pick. EA tweeted this, what is that, 2 hours before content drop? So is EA going to start leaking content? It's kind of interesting, something to keep an eye on. If they can do that every week, it'll kind of give us an insight into what's coming, and we could maybe make some coins off of that. And people are going, oh, foot sheriff in the mud. So still not foot sheriff in the mud, because you're about to see a lot of leaks. What are we getting? A fourth SBC. That is probably the Trailblazer SBC EA was talking about. I'm pretty sure this guy can play center back as well, so might actually be a decent SBC coming to the game. And Sheriff has his Team of the Week prediction. I don't know if Footbin ended up doing a Team of the Week prediction. I didn't see it earlier, and I still... Is this it? This is it. Okay, let's actually look at their Team of the Week prediction. Some people were saying Mo Salah. I don't think Mo Salah gets in. He scored 2 goals, but one of them was a penalty kick, and the other one was like a really sad tap in. Like it was very easy. Very, very easy goal, and it was against Everton that had 10 men, and Liverpool should have had 10 men. So I don't know how I feel about that one. Frimpong, goal and an assist. We shouted out this investment. I really liked the Frimpong. I think he was down in price at 4K. We tipped him when he was, I think, 3.7, 3.8. And when he was down at 4K again today at content, I called him out. And I think this guy could do really good. He'll probably be rising anyway, but I think he will continue to rise, especially if he gets a Team of the Week. So I like that one. What else do we have for Team of the Week predictions? I'm glad Footbin did this. Goal and assist with Goretzka. That's why we bought Goretzka at 15K. I even continued to buy him at 16K. We have Openda getting a Team of the Week. 2 goals. Makes sense. Glizzy. That's an obvious one. And that is the Team of the Week prediction. Nothing else crazy in there. No Mo Salah, which I kind of agree with. I don't see him really getting a Team of the Week. That'd be, for someone on Mo Salah's level, 2 goals with the penalty and kind of a tap in against a 10-man team. It's not that crazy. So Team of the Week prediction. There you go. Let's continue. So what else do we got? That was content. Stoichkov SBC. That's an Icon SBC on the way, I believe. I don't know if it's going to pop up. Someone else was saying a Brazilian Icon SBC on the way. There was also a fake leak of Messi getting a foot centurion. That is not true as of now. It might change, but as of now, that is not true. Rashford was the first Centurion leak, and he skyrocketed today. We were streaming. If you were picking up any of these players that were getting leaked, I mean, they were going up a lot. Pedri was 12K, went to 14K. Mendy is another one that got leaked. This is another one that was after Rashford, and he went from, I think, 95K. Yeah, he was 95, a little less than that, all the way to 105. So there was some decent profit to be made if you were on the leaks quickly. There's Rashford, Pedri, Hullet. Hullet is getting a Foot Centurion icons. Foot Centurion icons are in this promo. Foot Centurion Zico is getting a card. Lacazette is getting a card. Mendy is getting a card. What else do we got? There's the Hullet, and I think that is it for leaks at the moment. Let's have one more peek. Anything else? I believe that is it. So, as of now, this Centurion promo looks ridiculous, and a lot of people might be saving packs, like I said, so we might see that rise Thursday into Friday morning with cards because people are building their teams, and there's not a lot of packs being opened. So there's demand, but not a lot of supply. So that is it, guys. Centurion promos looking crazy. Bunch of players that were just not even in a pack. Hopefully some lower end cards are going to be thrown in there because, you know, we're not packing Hullet. We're not packing Zico. We're not packing Rashford. It's hopefully they just throw some lower cards in there that we can actually pack. But that's it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, comment section down below. My trading Discord, my Twitch live stream description down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.